In today's session, we'll be continuing the exploration because you received, some ideas in your email, right, of patterns of bad habits that can really reject an invitation to a much higher sense of worthiness for yourself. Bad habits are a form of self-sabotage. But before we even I've been talking for hours, guys. Before we delve deeper or dive deeper, there we go, into this, right now, I want to set you free from a false belief that there must be a struggle in your life or that you must forever exist in your bad habits and where you've been settling for this in your life. We have to become aware of it, right? And we have to trust that we can change without a lot of struggle. Bad habits didn't start with you. Alert. Bad habits did not start with you. I promise. But rather, some form of your bad habit, or exactly the same type, has already been experienced by your ancestors, and it is not inherently your fault. I use the word inherently purposefully, because we also are not blaming our ancestors for how we are. This is what happens within our DNA, which is our emotional part of our DNA in our epigenetics. It just happens. There's no blame. It's nobody's fault, but it's also, very freeing for us to understand why we are the way we are and what makes this up, right? So, we don't pass these things on to our children, nor did your parents, despite maybe what you think, pass them on to you, okay? But it's just inherited in our patterns through our cellular memory. So let us all immediately let go of a bag filled with jagged boulders, jagged rocks of regret, shame, guilt. Who's felt guilt? Who has regret that they wish they had said something differently or not taken action in something that they later regretted? Yeah, come on. It's interesting how this shows up in our life. For a bad habit is simply an expression of a false pattern within your epigenetics that needs to be interrupted in the brain and released, which is what we'll be focusing on today inside of this liberating session. First, I want to cover a few key shifts in perspective and then experience an empowering visualization. So let's access the keys that open the door, right, and invite healing and expansion of self-worth. 1, your habits simply mirror your self-worth reflection. It's kind of eye-opener, right? Our habits reflect how we think about ourselves, how we see ourselves, how we view ourselves. That is why there is such a strong connection between our own self-worth and the habits that seem to fall into auto habit, comfort eating, right? It's a subconscious form for a few reasons, but it's of self-love. Comfort eating can be another form of procrastination. Comfort eating can be sabotaging ourselves because we don't think we're worthy of feeling healthy and strong. The reflection can only occur when both a habit and our self-worth are present. And because of this dynamic situation, right, we have a unique opportunity to shift the reflection, even if we only focus on one side of the equation. For example, if you are able to embrace the method of energetic release and heal your inherited patterns and beliefs, you begin to want to embrace the things that enhance yourself a sense of worth. Then you are able to build better habits that expand your life in a positive and empowering way, because that's what your soul is ready for. But when we're cluttered with these vibrational energies or negative mindset about ourselves because of a vibration of low self-worth, because of things that have happened, or we inherited low self-worth, it complicates our life. And then our soul is trapped from being able to live to its full potential. But you can always flip the equation as well, always. If you begin engaging in more positive habits, you can do this, like daily meditation for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, taking a walk and getting movement. The body processes everybody with movement. I didn't say hardcore exercise. Some people are wired for that. Movement. You can walk around the interior of your home, an apartment, do laps in it. It's movement. Okay. You can take action and visualization like we're going to do today. That helps. The act of those habits can plant the seeds of healing and increase a feeling of self-worth. Through either way, either piece, you're able to begin the transformation of your reflection and set the stage for an invitation for abundance on all levels. Number 2, an empowering habit embraced extends the invitation for more. Doesn't that just sound like absolutely delightful? I'm going to say it again. An empowering habit embraced, extends the invitation energetically for more. Because if you can do one thing, you can embrace other things in your life. Other positive things can happen. Some of you are already beginning, I can sense, to feel the sensation of how an empowering habit opens doors for you. Maybe you've already experienced that, and maybe you're looking for more. More is what you've always deserved, everyone, since the beginning. Life trips us up, inherited patterns trip us up, but your divine right for more is a universal truth. More love, deeper connections to the people we love, more financial abundance, more limitless joy, more deeply connected relationships, right? That's important, everyone. If we have one person we can be deeply connected versus never trusting anybody, okay? And I'm saying connection, I am not saying a love partnership. But if you desire a love partnership, you are worthy of that. I want you to be able to have an increase of acceptance of who you are with a knowingness that you are always enough. You feel it. It's an inner peace. It's a balance. Always you are enough, and always you are worthy. And every single time you follow through with building, okay, the habit that honors your acceptance of self-worth, you confirm that you are ready to extend another invitation for that sense of more. But when you allow false, inherited patterns, remember, you're not always aware that they're inherited. You have to be aware of what keeps repeating itself. These patterns that do not serve the true reflection of who you are on a soul level prevent you from a good habit. You subconsciously deny yourself of more. And I'm sure you've felt that, of denying yourself more. Instead, dear ones, of loving, right? Instead of loving an invitation, Your subconscious in this situation sends out an energetic letter, so to speak, of rejection. And it's time you allowed yourself to be free of the habits that seek to prevent your expansion, your soul's purpose. And that leads us into our visualization. After the visualization, I will come back and engage with you. So I want you to get into a comfortable position, preferably with your feet on the floor. I will cover my camera for just this little bit as I'm distracting when I'm doing my stuff, okay? Because watching me is not important. You being inside your body, inside your mind, is what allows change on a subconscious level to happen. So I'm very intentional, all right? All right, dear ones. Get into a comfortable position and let's begin. Begin by taking a deep breath into your lungs. Filling your lungs to capacity, hold it. Once it gets to capacity, I want you to hold a little bit longer. For the exhale, I want you to pretend you're blowing through a straw through your mouth. Exhale slowly, a slow exhale. There you go. You've got more of an exhale. Beautiful. This brings calmness, by the way, to the central nervous system. On the next inhale, we're going to breathe into the belly and do a belly breath. Take a deep breath into the belly, extending the belly to capacity. You will sense, feel, and imagine that there is a string attached to the back of your belly button to your spine. On the exhale, it's a big cleansing breath that I could hear if the mics were off. And you're breathing and exhale as you sense, feel, and imagine that this cord is being pulled back as you've got more air in there. As you exhale the tension and stress of the day, and you feel it activating your central nervous system of the spine, bringing this cellular increase in vibrational energy up through your spine. Beautiful. One more breath, everyone. This one, you are going into your lungs again, and then we're going to extend it up into your head. Let's begin. Take a deep breath into your lungs, all the way. And I want you to extend the breath as if you could imagine breathing up through your head into your brain, activating the cells of your brain, activating the left and right hemisphere of your brain, activating healing in your body. And on the exhale, here we go. On the exhale, I am going to count from 3 to 1. And as you exhale, you sense, feel, and imagine you are standing at the top of a rolling hill of lush green grass. 3. The sounds of my voice allows you to go deeper relaxed into a state of awareness in the conscious and the subconscious mind. 2, connecting the subconscious mind to the conscious brain. There you go. And 1, you are connected and you are standing at the top of a large rolling hill of lush green grass. No allergies, no uncomfortable situations, as this is your space. It feels divine on your physical body. The temperature is perfect. And yes, you are in bare feet. As you feel the grounding of Mother Earth on your bare feet, the grass feels so cool. It's lush, like a fine carpet woven by an expert craftswoman. Your body is already beginning to balance. As you stand at the top of this rolling hill, you feel the breeze caress your skin, blowing the hair back, tousling it a bit. You feel an inner rush of two opposing emotions, a unique two-sided feeling, the uncertainty of new experiences, this new experience unfolding, which feels uncomfortable. And yet you also feel completely at home and safe. This awareness, feel it, gives you dancing goosebumps across your arms, a shiver rising to the back of your neck. Maybe, yes. As you understand that truth is being spoken, your body is in alignment with that. And as you walk forward now, you notice a single red brick up ahead. Your eyes are fixed upon it. Feeling a magnetic pull, as you reach the brick, you stop and you pick it up. Feeling now the slightly rough clay against the palm of your hand and fingers. It looks like any other red brick, but innately, you know it's different. With your brick in hand, you continue to move forward towards a vast patch of fertile soil just ahead. As you reach the edge of the fertile soil, you pause. You place the brick on the ground in the fertile soil. But before you release your grip on the brick, you see it? The brick begins to glow bright with the purest, almost radiant, divine intensity of brightness. As it reaches its peak of brightness, the bright divine light extends out of the brick and flows onto your arm, both arms. It dances up your arm to your shoulder and then cascades over your entire body. As it reaches your toes, it comes right back up, all the way up over your head, covering you in radiant light from head to toe. It feels divinely accepting, loving, and healing, reminding you that you are worthy of healing. You are worthy of being divinely loved, and you are worthy of more. You are worthy of having an increase of ease in your life. You are worthy of positive habits that serve your highest good. As the energy begins to fade away, you notice a new brick. And you pick it up and you place it upon the first brick. The experience repeats. The brick brightens in divine light. It dances across your skin as it goes up and around, down to your toes, and back up over your head. You see another brick. You repeat the experience. You pick up the brick. You put it on the other two bricks. The experience repeats itself. See it, feel it, trust it. It's going faster now, isn't it? You see another brick and you repeat this step several times now. With each brick, the energy seems to increase. The brightness is stronger. It seems to fuse this light with your original self, your soul. As it awakens your soul to your soul's truth of who you are as a divine being. You easily accept your soul's truth as your earthly reality now. There are more bricks. Pick up a brick, put it on another, and allow the divine brightness of energy to run up and down your body. Allow the awakening of your soul as your divine right. Everything has been happening so easily and quickly and stacking your bricks. It's as if it's all gone by in a couple of minutes. Pause now. Just pause. Stand there. Look away from the bricks on the ground and take a step back. Gaze in front of you and to the side of you. That's right. Now you see it all. You see what those bricks have been doing. You see it all. Your perfect castle. A castle built through your ability to invite a deep worthiness into your life. Simply stacking bricks of divine truth through positive habits. Each brick joins together to reveal the harmony of abundance across all levels of your life within your new home. A home you've been carrying within you all along. A home where you never obsess over a mistake, never feel trapped by inherited patterns, and are always open to receiving positive, good things. A home that has open doors, ready to invite endless expansion and infinite opulence to your relationships, spirituality, health, and yes, wealth. A home crafted through the divine healing of your habits. a home you have always deserved, a home worthy of you. It is in your divine right to live in your home forever, as it always is with you. Feel it, be in it, own it, accept it. You are worthy of this home, as it was already yours. Beautiful. Come back to your home often. Visit it, create more rooms, and have no judgment upon how big your home gets. It's a castle. Bringing your awareness back to your body, back to your breath. I will count from 1 to 3, and you will have clarity and inner peace. 1, bringing your awareness back to your body, anchoring your soul in your body. 2, activating the cells in your body with a new integrated soul's truth of who you are, and it is in your divine right to have habits that serve your highest good. 3, activating this integration in 100% truth of your identity, as you are now fully inviting limitless healing to all of your habits. There you go. Eyes wide open. As you now feel a sense of inner peace and balance, trust and knowingness, all is in divine right. Nice job. Before I forget, I want to give a shout out to Julie Hales for giving me these lovely handcrafted earrings. And I love her work. I love her jewelry. And so if you're curious about it, it's her company name is Julio, Hulio designs.com. Okay? Thank you very much. All right, everyone. How are you feeling? Okay? How are you feeling? I want to know how you're feeling. In fact, I even want to know, what is a positive habit that you want to create in your life, that you want to implement? Either question's good for me. Talk to me. Okay? Probably don't need my mic up as much, but when I'm doing visualizations, I like it right close by me. Okay. Tell me how you're doing, everybody. I'll put my glasses on so I can see you. I can see. So, Stacy, you have you do the same thing your grandmothers did. Well, the grandmother, I can feel your grandmother's lineage is strong. Okay. Yeah. But the ability to change is difficult. It won't be, because you and I are going to work together privately, and doing these visualizations and doing the healing audios are going to continue to help you. But what the beautiful thing is in the work is that once we begin to accept some little changes in our life, the subconscious really gets on board, everyone. It wants you to feel good. It just needs to see little signs that it's safe feeling good. Come back and do this visualization again. And then, maybe get a gratitude journal, or just, I call it a positive shifts journal, and start noticing and documenting little things that go better in your life. Yeah. All right. First Brooke had the word surrender. Well, Dina, I'm all about you surrendering, girl. I'll take that anytime. You got some stubbornness. It's Samir, it's a stubbornness, a little bit of a resistance to change, okay? In the bloodline, not necessarily with you. Hold on. Whew. I drank that water down a wrong tube. So hence, a little bit of a coughing there. Sorry. All right. Okay. So let's see. Let's keep going here. Flexibility, mindset, gentleness. I love that, Samir. That's perfect. And Dina, you're going to let the word surrender. And so you can be thinking of this house that you built, the castle, Dina, and it's full of the positive words that serve your home's highest good. That creates a strong foundation for you. Yeah. And surrender is, I love the word surrender, everyone, right? Because oftentimes we have a hard time with change when we want to control it. We want to control how the change comes in. There's lots of reasons that happens. So loving the word surrender there. Procrastination. Procrastination is, procrastination happens, love. It's an inherited pattern. And it happens when we have a fear of failing, when we don't want to be judged negatively, when we're afraid it's not the right choice. We can procrastinate even because we don't want responsibility. Or it can be unworthiness because we don't feel we're worthy of more. And when I say the fear of responsibility, you see, if you get everything done quickly that you agree to do or that you want to do, then there's just more to do. So oftentimes, we'll even procrastinate as adults, just like we were cleaning our room as a child. They'll show up a little bit differently. But we know good and well that if we get our room clean really fast, then mom or dad's just going to ask us to do something else. And sometimes that list to do chores was so long, it didn't matter what we got done because there was always more on it. Follow me? That's what I mean. Yeah. And procrastination, I suffered with procrastination. Now look what I do now. But you see, before I embraced what I do, I tried all sorts of other things in my life. And I procrastinated all the time. I don't procrastinate anymore, everyone. I don't avoid. I take action. That doesn't mean I don't feel uncomfortable in doing new things. But there's a difference between knowing we should do something. There's a difference between getting our satisfaction of marking our list off when we really go to bed then because feeling crappy because we didn't get the one thing we needed to do done. That's procrastinating. I don't do it anymore. I honor my time. I do what is the most important thing first. Okay? And I take action. But I'm in alignment now. I wasn't in alignment years ago. I was hiding. I was afraid of doing something like this. I would have never done what I do now if I had known I was going to be here. It's a good thing my guardian angels didn't show me because I would not have had the belief that I could. So I would have procrastinated and I would have hid. So I got a lot of so's going on, right? It's a bad habit. It creates pause for me because I think so fast. I'm not perfect, and I've overcome a lot, and that's why I know you can too. All right, what else do you have there for me? Okay. Hello, Amanda. Your mind tended to wander. That's okay. You didn't need to have a brick on there. It's just a brick. It's an ordinary brick until I tell you it's not ordinary anymore. It didn't need to have a word on it. Now we have done visualizations where they're like with a key and different things where there are words on them, but this one didn't have to have a word. Everybody's mind is different. If you didn't have a word on it, you didn't do it wrong. If you had a word on it, you didn't do it wrong. Okay? Doesn't matter. And I wouldn't be concerned about the mind wandering. I mean, the realization is there is a statistic out that why meditation doesn't work for a lot of people. They're just wired mentally differently. Okay, it doesn't mean it doesn't work. You just have to find the different method to make it that works for you. Visualization is the same way, especially if someone was never allowed the chance to have a creative mind or to play as a child, to be a dreamer as a child, to have make-believe stories as a child. Then as an adult, we don't know how to dream. When somebody says, well, what do you want in your life? Gosh, you don't know. You just want the basics, right? And so dreaming anything bigger would be selfish because you don't even know how to do it. It doesn't matter if you don't stay in the visualization the entire time. It's a process of trust, of allowing the brain to come back to it. So, Amanda, you just come back to this. You do it again, okay? And you'll start to visualize. But what's important is it's working with your subconscious. So ignore, okay, the judgment that you have or any of us have on what we think it's supposed to be. The subconscious is a lot smarter than your conscious brain, which is why it thinks it always knows better and tries to protect us, okay? These work with the subconscious mind. All right, I hope that helped, Amanda. Okay. Still cleaning your room, I know, right? I know. I do some really crazy things, people, to break habits. I was raised A+ personality. I use that really because I understand it. And I can be a perfectionist. I work really not to be, except in my work. Because how my brain connects, and I find the little and connect the dots, and I find the details in someone's life, oh, I thrive in perfectionism then. But I've had to learn to pick and choose what I focus on during the day. So this might throw everybody off, but I would say 5 times out of 7 days a week, I don't make my bed. I walk out and I close the door behind it because this is what happens for me. I know there's stuff out there saying make your bed starts your day. I already know all that. Okay, I've already lived that. But for me, what happens is I get stuck in procrastinating what I need to do by thinking I have to get ready, by cleaning my house, making sure the duvet is perfect and the pillows are fluffed. Nobody's going to see my room. I close the door and I walk out. Now, when I go to bed, I do straighten my bed because I don't like a messy bed to get into. So I'm not completely over it. And I do like to make my bed. So it's not, I do these types of things to disrupt a pattern and a neural pathway that just really complicates life if I get stuck in that detail. I know more info than you ever really wanted to know about my bed or my life or my bedroom. But I bet somebody else gets stuck in cleaning their house. Yeah. Have you ever not been able to go to bed at night until all your dishes are done and the baseboards are cleaned and the floor is clean and everything's perfect? Yeah, I know. I've been there. Not in that habit anymore, everyone, but I do keep a clean house. All right, I'm off topic. Anybody have a question for me that I haven't addressed? You're welcome, Amanda. You're very welcome. It's so yeah, okay, not a problem. Disrupting patterns is good. Lori, you're so right. Disrupting patterns, by what happens with that is it allows a new neural pathway to open. So come back and do the visualization. What else do you have here? I see a Kelly. Hello, Johnny. Hello. When I was young, I would hear my mom call me, but I said I didn't call you. But I said, oh, you didn't hear you or whatever? Oh my gosh, right? The things we do, right? Because we don't want to hear what we don't want to hear. So then we hide and we pretend, and it'll show up in similar ways, actually. You know, we can even, as we get older, start to lose our hearing because we don't want to hear what we don't want to hear. Or we develop tinnitus, not tinnitus, that's a pain energy, but the ringing in the ears. Yeah, when we don't want to hear. But you can also have ringing in the ears if you hear your angels or you hear on that level. A couple of reasons, okay, as I do that in my ear. Yeah. Okay. PK, I'm never off topic. Well, you are delightful. What are some tips to stop procrastinating? Jackie, great question. You're welcome, Samir. I'll give you one that I've used, okay? Stop making your bed if you're addicted to making your bed, okay? Just stop doing what you normally do in that category. Other thing is you make 2 lists. Because, Jackie, you have a busy life, girl. 1, you're super ambitious. 2, you're an amazing mom, okay? You've got a family, like you're busy. This is what you're going to do. You're always going to have stuff to do. And then children disrupt, right? They just disrupt our life as we are caregivers. It's all worth it, okay? So make two lists. It depends on which way you resonate. If your long list goes on the left, on the right, or on the left, it doesn't matter. But just get a 8.5 by 11 sheet, 1 list of everything you have to do. No order to them. Then what you're going to do is you're going to number on the opposite side 1, 2, 3. That's it. You'll go back to the long list and you're going to pick the number 1 thing, which is usually what you don't want to do or what you think is going to take the longest. And that goes in number 1 spot. Then if it's a great day, Jackie, and you mark that off, you get it. Then if it's a great day, you might be able to do number 2. You don't get to mark it off yet. You're putting them in order. Number 2 is the next thing you have to get done. Number 3, okay, you can do this one of 2 ways. It sounds like I'm complicating it, but I love to trick the brain. So number 2 or number 3 can be something that rewards you, that you usually use as procrastination. If you love cleaning your house, you find that you do that to get ready, or you empty your email or whatever it is that you find you're getting ready to do all the time, make that number 2, because that's the reward for getting number 1 done. And you still get to mark it off your list, right? Okay. Number 3 is a to-do item. So you can flip the order, do 1 and 2, and do the reward task. Okay. But you really, what this will do is it will stop you from trying to do everything. Because when we try to do everything, which is impossible, okay? Unless you stay up till 2 in the morning, and then that's sabotaging your health, right? But what happens is we go to bed feeling crappy because we didn't get what we needed to done. You can still do more than 3 things, love. But your worth and the success of your day is not determined by all of them getting done. If you're an organized person, then below that, then at night, okay, you create your new list for the next day so you don't have to think about it in the morning. I want you to get 2 different colors pens. The one side is a regular color pen where you have all your list of things to do. But like if you love the color purple, get a purple pen. If you love the color red, get the color red. If you love yellow, get a really strong, bold gold yellow. My point is that you mark off all the way across because it's great. There's a great satisfaction in putting that line through the list. And you use the color you love as the reward for marking off what you need to do. Did I give you too many tips? Is it overwhelming? That's to help stop the pattern of procrastinating. You chunk it down. You can always do more. But you cannot put the 3 easy things that you procrastinate with every day on your list. There on that side, you get to put 1 as a reward on the 1 of 3. You have to put what you're dreading, what has to get done. Because the other thing that will happen that's positive in this is it will stop the pattern of waiting to the last minute, because I guarantee you it's a false belief. You're only creative at the last minute, or you can only write in amazing ways when you're staying up till 3 or 4 in the morning is a false belief. Once you train your energy and the brain, it doesn't mean you aren't creative then, but you don't have to wait to be productive at that time. It's a game changer. It allows you to up-level your life when you embrace and honor your time, because you're honoring yourself when you do that. Oh my gosh, I'm rambling. Okay, the last one is gold. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love doing the line too. Jackie, you are so welcome. I love you, dear one. Yeah. Oh, so your mom would say she didn't hear you. You know what? I bet her mom said the same thing to her. One of her parents did. Okay, so it doesn't feel good, because then it devalues us as if our voice isn't important. And so when we feel that what we have to share, or the way our brain works, and we feel like we don't fit in with our surroundings as children, it complicates our life as we get older, doesn't it? So either we create a life of drama so people have to pay attention to us, or we hold back and we don't share what we really think, because we don't even feel worthy to have an opinion, because we just guarantee whatever we say isn't going to be received, and they aren't going to hear us anyway. So why try? I feel for you. I do. Not cool. Not cool. All right, dear ones. Anything else? Anything else? Okay. Then I will see you next week. Oh, I gave you all the feels and tears. I adore you, Jackie. I want everyone to feel good. When I say I feel good, let me be real specific, okay? I want you to feel worthy to be on planet Earth. I want you to feel that and trust that you have a purpose on life, this one right now. And if you don't feel good in your body, how can you feel good doing stuff? So it's an intention to feel good in the body, to be at peace. Oftentimes we're looking for joy as if we are jumping from a helicopter and freestyle skiing. That type of adrenaline is not inner peace and joy. It's fun and it's exhilarating. But very often when we have that, I'm going extreme here, everybody. What happens is we don't feel good in our day-to-day life because it's not enough of an excitement. Oh no. My intention is that you accept your life. You can see good things happening in your life, and you know you are worthy to live a life purpose that brings you inner peace, brings you joy. You stop procrastinating. Remember, I don't procrastinate. And I notice now when I am avoiding, what is the real reason I'm avoiding? I will say to myself. Be interested what will come up when you ask yourself questions. Okay. Oh my gosh, I adore you all, and I love your comments, and I will come in and I will respond. Okay. Sending you lots of love. Okay.